to today's Conscious Culture Collective's workshop. My name is Maria. I go by the Hot Tortilla, and I will be hosting and guiding you along for this workshop. Joining me, I have Conscious Culture Collective founder, Priscila Hernandez. Welcome, Priscila.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Maria. Thanks for hosting our event.
Just a little bit about you guys, Conscious Culture Collective. You're all about bringing alternative information for social, mental, spiritual empowerment, and you do this with workshops and events. Can you tell us about your most popular event that you've had the pleasure of hosting, please?
Yes, for sure. Actually, our collective was about to celebrate the 10th annual Women's Day Festival here in Santa Ana. Free community event out at 4th Street, usually 4th Street and French, out there at the plaza. So it's just an open space with workshops, talks about, wellness, and it's just so many different topics, but it's all like good for the community.
That's great. And it's really sad that we can't all gather, together in community, but I know pretty soon it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. And, huge thanks to the city that I hear you've, had a couple of grants from the city before for these wonderful workshops.
Actually, our last year, we were about to do just pretty much our winter, spring, summer, and fall. So just 4 events a year. That was our plan, but then, things changed. So anyway, now we're back with virtual events, hopefully every month. So we can share this, these artists just are willing to share their music, their, ways of meditation, and a lot of good things, so yeah.
So promoting wellness, that's a big plus, and that's something that we need right now. Para todos viendo en español, la cultura consciente está dedicado a traer talleres, eventos enfocados en tu bienestar, arte, cultura y más. Can you please tell us about the rest of the organizers, the wonderful people that make the collective? I would love to learn about them, and I'm sure everybody else would love to know what kind of workshops that you offer.
Yes, for sure. So for everybody that doesn't know us already, from different events, we were hosting monthly workshops, and we had like 2 or 3 different activities. So that was really fun, and it's just like an open area for the community just to come by and either like have some food, some art, or just join like the activities, which is mostly Adriana Martinez, she's like an art teacher. She's like usually there, always there. So she'll provide like something with, regarding watercolor, sketchbook making, somewhere where you can actually like, put your thoughts, your drawings, kind of, it's therapeutic activities. And also Zoila is part of our collective, Zoila Newton. So she's an expert on herbal medicine, herbal remedies. And she's been with us also for years through our events, doing workshops. Myrna is another another member, and Myrna Michelle, she's she's an artist, so she's the flower arranging and a lot of things to do with plants. She's giving workshops before as well. Diana, she's an artist as well. She designs clothing and she's a vendor, but from attending our event, she started getting more interested and participating in the workshops, and she's a lot into health, and we've been contacting like other friends as well, as Deborah Hall. She's a psychiatrist, and she's giving some talks about the emotions and the mind and other things that just help everybody really, there's just a lot of people in the community that bring who they are and what they do, and we just love to bring it together, pretty much, and encourage other people to create community as well, and just follow good habits that are going to help your life.
Yeah. That's great. With that, I know we have a special workshop today. I would love to, present, you have Adriana today who's going to be teaching a workshop, and I can't wait for everybody watching at home to follow along. So yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Enjoy the day today. And if you want to just follow us for our future events, is Conscious Culture dash workshops in Instagram, also in Facebook, Conscious Culture Collective. So yeah, follow us and enjoy your day.
And everyone, I hope you're as excited as I am. We have Adriana Martinez. Hi, Adriana.
Hey, how are you?
As Sketchbook Junkie. I'm really well. I hope everyone at home is really excited to jump into an activity. We did ask that you have some supplies. So you just need 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. Grab some scissors. If there's kids watching, make sure you have parents to help you with the cutting. We have some writing supplies. Whatever you want to use, go ahead and grab that. And I'm going to turn it over to Adriana. This is going to be fun.
Yes, so we're going to start with the first activity. And you're going to need your pieces of paper. We're going to show you how to make 2 one-page books. So we're going to pull up the video in a minute. And we're going to show you how to fold your paper and where to cut it to create these one-page books. After that, we're going to get into why art is important. I'm going to share with you some prompts that I've covered on my Instagram that specifically tackle mental health, which is the main topic of not only today, but all of our workshops. We really want to talk about how we can take better care of ourselves, physically, mentally, spiritually, and art is a big way to be able to do that, actually. So are we ready for our video?
Yes, and I just found a way to make it full screen.
So I'm going to show you how to do 2 one-page books. It's going to be the same folds, but we're going to cut them differently. So first, you're going to fold it hot dog style. Then fold it again half. And then half of this. So that's the folds for both of these books. For one of the books, you're gonna cut it up 1, 2, 3, leaving the last half still uncut, and it's gonna look like this. I call it my paper pants. Then you're gonna see that this naturally wants to fold this way because of the folds that you created. That's fine, so you're just gonna fold it. Then you're gonna go back and fold it the opposite way. Fold it this way. You're gonna flip it here. And then fold it, fold it, fold it, and that creates my one-page book. The second book, it's the same fold, but you're gonna cut it a little different. You're gonna open it up, fold it halfway like this, and you're only gonna cut it halfway like this, up to that square, like that, so that you end up with this. And then here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it halfway, and it's gonna naturally want to do this diamond type of shape. So push it, and here you can kind of bend it this way, and that creates this type of book. So again, I'm going from the diamond, pushing it inward so that I get like a cross, and then this is gonna naturally want to fold, so I'm gonna just fold it together. So those are the 2 one-page books. My face at the end is so funny. So, how far did you get, Maria, the hot tortilla?
Not gonna lie, I kind of got lost with the folding.
Yeah, you got it. That's it right there. Fold it how you had it.
Okay.
Oh, that page, actually flip it. Sorry.
This one, flip it
Yeah,
in.
flip it the other side. Well, that way or the other way.
Other way. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, let me bring mine now.
So I
Okay.
have paper pants.
Yeah, and then you're gonna fold these, right? Now when you get here, right?
Let's see.
Flip it. This one side. You see that? So you have it here, and you can flip it.
Down.
But then here,
This way, right? Like this.
So half of it comes
yeah,
down.
and then there it kind of does like a little accordion fold, like this, like a fan. So just go. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Book.
So that's one page. And for everybody at home, the videos on my Instagram on the IGTV tab, and you can rewatch it. It's super easy. Here's the other one with the diamond. And you push this together and they just kind of fold. I just had to do it quick on Instagram because I don't want to make the video too long, but you can replay it, of course, at home. And I wanted to go through my Instagram because I've been working on it all year. So what I'm doing right now is weekly prompts. So every Monday I post a prompt and I number them. And so it's a tool for people who want to be creative. You know, it can be very hard to be creative, especially if you don't feel like you're very artistic. And so you can go through the prompts and see which ones fit what you have, what you want to do, right? Some of them are more writing based. Some of them are more skill based. I like to incorporate everything. And it's about just kind of keeping it fun and experimental. That's what creativity is about. And so I like to do it this way because I get to show the variety of ways that you can play with creativity. And I really just did it based off my own experience with my sketchbook and how I've kept one for over 10 years. So I just go through all the different ways that I've played with my book, and I continue to play. So yeah, did you see the page? And you can just do a little scroll. That's the top of the page right now. And I show my books, how I post monthly what I did for that particular month. So I'll shoot a video of the pages I filled within a particular month. You kind of can see the themes change in each book because each book is very unique. I also cover a lot of, things that are happening in the world. It's very important to be very honest in your book. Talk about your feelings. Talk about what's going on in the world. It's very therapeutic. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is all the ways that this could be a therapeutic tool for you.
These are so awesome. And we're also going to talk about why creativity is important. So I can't wait to hear what you have to say on that.
Yes, definitely.
I just want to highlight, you did say, for everybody watching, it's Sketchbook Junkie.
One word, yes.
One word. And then under IGTV, this is where you have the
videos, right. If you go down, it's right there.
Yeah, in case we need to watch it. Like me, I need to watch it a couple of times to figure it out, but I love it.
And this is great to do with kids. It's super easy. They just featured this book for the OC Scene Fest. They did like a virtual takeover. And so that was cool to see, But yeah, I can show you some of the books that I have here, some of the samples. Here's one that I collaged on.
Wow.
They're so fun to make, and this is using obviously construction paper. This is a diamond shaped book here. And this is the other one. I also collaged on it. This one I kind of made like a little fashion book. And yeah, this will kill like an hour, if you want to. And it's about, like I said, keeping busy. This is another type of book. I think I'm going to be making more videos on how to make books, because they're just so fun to make. This is like an accordion style, super easy to make. And I just used the strip, you know. I took a long piece of paper, but it's a strip. And I marbled. There's like kit at Blix for like $10, $12, and it's great to do with kids. You drop ink into water. You can also do it using Sumi ink and soapy water. The Sumi ink you can buy at like the dollar store, basically. And these books are, I like to do this on the first day for people that don't have sketchbooks, so they have something to work in, but you can write on them, you can collage, right? Priscilla was saying that this one kind of reminds her of having like a little story or a little cartoon or something. Totally, this is like wherever you want to take it, but creating the book is a fun way to get involved in having something that you already made and what I want to like contribute to this book, you know? So yeah, so we're gonna get into the slides.
Yay.
So incorporating art into your everyday life, that is the topic of today. Okay, let's go on to the third slide. The second slide was about creating our book, but now we're here. Why creativity is important. It helps us connect. Of course, when we express our feelings and we share our artwork with others, it helps us connect to each other, right? The second great reason is it rewires your brain. Creativity shows us that creativity is very limitless, right? And normally I think that people are very limited in their mind or limited in their way of thinking or can become so. And so creativity helps us to realize, wow, there's so many things that we can come up with. And it inspires the rest of our life to come up with solutions to certain problems that we might face. The third reason is for healing properties. So art is used as a meditative tool. This is what I use it as. It can be used as. Meditation takes a lot of dedication, you know, and it can be very frustrating if you feel like you're not doing it right, or if you're not getting the results. You really have to surrender to the process. And I feel like art is much more fun, because once you get lost in the fun, you don't realize that it's doing something, that it's healing you, you know. So it's a very practical way to engage with meditation. And it allows our nervous system to rest and our body to rest, because we have so much anxiety or so much whatever. And so relaxing in that state helps us again surrender to life. So activities to promote mental health. We have the mood tracker. So the mood tracker, you can either fill in, like color in, or lately I've been doing the little stickers, and I'll put a little sticker and I'll write how I'm feeling every day at the end of my day. And this helps to track like your moods, right? What's affecting you? It could be diet, it could be, you could be going through a stressful situation, but it's important for you to realize that you're going through a stressful situation, right? You can see, are you going through a lot of dips in your month? Or, you know, are you having a more optimistic month? And what changes can you do to have a better, more positive month, right? So it's a very good way to keep track of your mental health. I can't hear you, Maria.
I said thanks for sharing this activity. Like, wow, this is important.
Yes.
To do.
This alone, yeah, there are 3 things that I probably do every day that keep me in my sketchbook. This is how you stay in your sketchbook, is have like a mood tracker, right? We're going to talk about having a to-do list, having a calendar where you mark every day off. This is a reason for me to go into my book, and I might doodle or sketch or do something on the side. So this is kind of the trick of keeping you inside your sketchbook.
What a wonderful resource. And by following you at Sketchbook Junkie, that's where you document these prompts. So it's kind of like our archive, something we can go to get these prompts.
Yes, exactly. The other one is a mandala. So mandala is like my favorite thing to go to when I just don't know what to create. You can create a mandala. And a mandala is, again, very therapeutic because it basically connects you to the higher consciousness, right? The mandala starts with the seed and everything sprouts from that seed. So a lot of these things are about connecting to a higher consciousness. There's theories about the mandalas and how it's basically like a reflection of your inner self. It has to do a lot with the subconscious mind. And there's a lot of books on this, actually. So you can look more into it, but a mandala is something that you can easily do. Here I've combined the prompt that I just talked about and this prompt. This was a mood mandala. So every day I would add a different shape and a different color, and each color represents a different emotion.
And Adriana, can you share with us for a mandala, like it starts with the center, right? So how, like if we don't know how to start one, I know we can print some.
Yes, you start with the circle, or it could be a diamond, but I always start with the circle. And then from the circle, you might want to add some petals, or you might want to add some triangles, or you might, and then just keep adding and adding and adding. I like to do on the left top corner, you can see the little petal. I like to do the little petal. A lot of it is also just little details, little points, stuff like that. You could also Google mandalas and you can see a variety. In the dollar store, they sell mandala books. You can just color them in or get inspiration from there.
That's how we do a mandala, and it's great for creativity. And I'm really excited for the next one that you're going to share. So I'm going to let you introduce that because I do it every day.
The to-do list. Yes, so as we were talking about earlier, you want to have reasons to come to your sketchbook. Making a to-do list is a great way to do that. Listing, for example, at the top, or color coordinating which are the ones that are most important. And this is very helpful when I have a lot of downtime and I could be doing something productive. I can look at my to-do list and pick something to do off of my list that needs to get done anyways. And it's helpful because it does relieve anxiety to just put it on the list rather than to constantly have it in the back of your mind, you know.
That's something that we can all do. I write sometimes on Post-it, sometimes on my paper, but I think I've had most success when I do have it in one same place, like whether it be like a journal, you know, then I don't lose it, then I can track it, and it's nice to just keep on adding.
Yes. The next prompt is grateful for. It's about writing all the things that you're grateful for throughout every day or the week. You could also do a collage. What are you thankful for? I like to do the collage around November, you know. But the writing the good things list every week, what are you grateful for, keeps you in a positive mindset.
Thank you for reminding us. Gratitude is something that I practice every day. I love to, you know, write 3 things that I'm super grateful for, and they could be small things. Like I wrote one day, thank you to this woman that let me, you know, pass on the freeway. Like, you know, sometimes people don't let you like in the lane, and little things like that. Because when we look for gratitude, like we're in this positive mindset, and that relates to your wellness mission.
Yes, it's all about keeping yourself in that place, because that's really a more balanced place, you know. And like you said, it could be anything. You could be having breakfast with your mom, you know, getting a phone call from a friend. It just makes you also want to add more to your list, you know, more things that you can be grateful about.
I love that.
Okay, so the survival kit. I did this one when quarantine started, and I was like starting to get that anxiousness, like what is going on? And I think everybody hit that plane, some of us sooner than others. But I decided to collage all the ways that I was staying sane during COVID. But you can do this when it comes to depression or anxiety, what are you doing to get yourself out of that space? What's keeping you sane? So this was the inspiration behind this prompt.
This is such a great activity. Wow. And I think for me, I really love the one you say, like organize. Something that really helped me, it was therapy for me, was reorganizing my space, my living space, cleaning it, throwing away junk. That was super helpful. I bought some plants. I became a plant mom, and I haven't killed them yet. And that's something, that like gardening really helped me as well. And that's great. And gratitude, of course.
Yes, totally. I agree with all of those things.
I have to work on sleep, but that's something that's really going to help, our sanity, like sleeping more. So working on that one.
I think I was sleeping more. Now I sleep less, but I hadn't gotten rest. How many of us hadn't gotten rest because we were running around doing this, doing that, having a good time, and it was just so like jarring to have all this time now, but it was I think it's been really insightful to realize how we were keeping ourselves busy in some ways that were very toxic. I've just learned so much about myself in this quarantine time that I don't need all this overstimulation. And it's given me time to, I want to say like be creative, but don't put that pressure on yourself to be organized or be creative or be, like you should just set a little time to do these things without feeling pressured to do it.
I'm really curious for everyone watching right now, if you can comment, go ahead in the comments, let us know what's your favorite activity to stay sane. Like, are you sleeping? Are you organizing? Let us know in the comments right now. We want to hear from you.
Seriously. So this is a prompt that I found on YouTube, but I thought it was very interesting. It was about drawing a bubble and drawing it full of anxiety. So this was for people, I put like a poll up on like, what prompt would you like to do? One based on curing or like helping with your anxiety or depression. Most people chose anxiety. And so this prompt was about drawing what anxiety looks like. And then it included writing stuff about this activity. So what would make the image feel a little bit better? What changes or additions could you make to soothe or calm the anxiety? And so it was a very interesting prompt to work with.
So I like this. So you draw a circle or a bubble, and then we create an image
that represents anxiety. How does it feel like? How does it look like? What colors does it have? Very descriptive.
Wow. I'll have to try that.
Yes. Okay, so then we're going to get to our last activity of the day. Another way that art can be therapeutic is to do like a free write. So doing a free write in your journal. And so this activity, actually, I got it from El Museo La Casa Azul, Frida's house. They were doing this cool thing where they were like meeting up every Monday and doing prompts. So this is actually the first page to one of Frida's books. And what I really liked is that she uses a picture, because my prompt, the number one prompt that I kicked off this whole sketchbook thing with, was including a Polaroid picture of yourself. So it was kind of cool to see that in her sketchbook as well. And so the prompt that we're going to do today is we're going to do a 3-minute free write. And in the free write, you're basically going to write a word, comma, word, comma, word. And you just want to write anything that comes to mind. So you don't want to like edit or filter yourself. You just want to let those words flow for 3 minutes. And then we're going to talk about what that experience was like. So I want you to get your paper and your writing utensil. and we're going to start the clock in a few minutes. I'll let you do that. Let me get my cell phone and my sketchbook ready for this. You too, Maria. Get paper and your pencil. Okay, we're gonna put 3 minutes on the clock and we're gonna do our free write. So you wanna write the first word that comes to mind, comma, second word that comes to mind, comma, etc., etc. Okay, here we go. So 2 minutes now. Okay, 3 minutes.
Wow, time went by really fast.
What did you write?
I
You don't have to share all of it. You can share pieces if you want.
Okay, I wrote, my list goes on, but I was like, I wrote longing, sadness, desire. I wrote Disney, activities, laughter, stress, fear, alienation, loneliness.
Yes, the first time I did this, I was actually in a very dark place. I was just like afraid, you know, I was afraid of what was gonna happen, what wasn't gonna happen. And I wrote a lot of like dark things, but I was like, after the activity, I was like, wow, you know, like it made me realize that I was storing all of these emotions, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I wrote like obviously like freedom, peace, like creativity, like all these things, you know, like there's definitely a balance.
Yeah, I think our mind wants to balance things. Sometimes when you write something negative, you want to write something positive. The first time I did this, I wrote desire, pain, hurt, fright, ego, amor, love, friducha, agony, pain, suffering, tears, stress, tense,
salvation, hope, amor, excitement, anxiety, dreams, believe, parallel, heaviness, emotions, fortitude, protection, invention, guidance, intuition, solitude, yogi, meditation, emptiness, heaviness, all being, and then connection. What was the last one?
Wow,
So
beautiful.
yeah, I feel like the balance, right, that comes through. But again, like, what are we really feeling? Especially through these tough times, I think it's important to be honest. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to have anxiousness. And when we are able to be honest with ourselves and that we feel these emotions, then we can do something about this emotion. I recommend that you do more meditation. But get a sketchbook. It sounds like you need to get a sketchbook. It's the other thing that I'm hearing. Because you already do a to-do list. It would be easy to incorporate some of these other things.
Yes, no, of course. Like I have, so many journals and things like that. And I'm telling you, I will just write like my big plans, my to-do list, and things I want to get to and things I like to get to. And it just helps me, stay organized. And every day, that's what I do.
But,
yeah. But I definitely want to make it more of a creative journal and less of like a work journal. So my meditation.
Yeah, it's nice to have something pretty to look at as well. You know what I mean? And also, like I said, it doesn't have to be all work, right? Checking in with yourself. How are you feeling today, Maria? You know what I mean? Some of these other prompts will be very fun. If you're in a phone meeting or something, you could be. I used to draw mandalas on the side of my school notes. All my notes were just like mandalas, because you can just do it so subconsciously, and again, very therapeutic. But yes, for everything, all the prompts, go to my sketchbook junkie on Instagram. And like I say, I post every Monday for sure. I do sketchbook flip throughs. I also, on my stories, I'll post, there's a huge sketchbook community. So I post some of the other pages that people post, and it's very inspirational.
So important, especially right now when, times are mentally tough, some days more than others.
Yes, definitely. And this is why we want to be doing these things, hopefully monthly. I think that's important to check in and again, do activities that are going to help us get into a right state of mind, basically. Yes. Well, thank you so much for hosting, Maria. It was so nice to have you. I told Priscilla, we need to get Maria to host this for us because she'll totally be into it and understand, what we're about and what we bring to the community.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. And I think above all, like you're so invested in the community and in our wellness. And I love that you're going to be doing these more, más seguido, like we like to say in Spanish, so more frequently, because that's definitely, going to be a great thing for all of us, until we can do them in person when it's safe to do so. To everyone watching today, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in today with Conscious Culture Collective. And I'm so happy that you ladies invited me. And yeah, hopefully we get to do this again real soon.
For sure, yes. Thanks everybody for watching and enjoying these artists, these teachers that are giving us their free time. So I'm glad everybody was able to join and, just follow us on Instagram, Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Conscious Culture _workshops on Instagram and Sketchbook Junkie on Instagram for the sketchbook prompts. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.